working toward that next technological leap, then let Ryujin Industries help you get there. Fill out an application today
Well,
to become
with all
part of the
signs
most
pointing
advanced
to the Astral
technology
Lounge,
corporation in the settled
I
systems.
suppose we should pay it a visit. Purely for exploratory purposes, of course.
You know how it is.
But here at Alignment, we've got you covered. Our trained and certified teams are qualified to assist and treat any.
So go out, have your fun, live your best life. We'll be here when you're ready. The Hotel Volai. Sleep with
I really
us.
don't know if I can do this.
Welcome to the Hotel Volai. Are you here to rent a room?
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that our luxury accommodations are more than reasonably priced. We have finally appointed spacious suites, all featuring fantastic amenities. Best of all, each room is security protected with an encrypted password-locked door. So, you can rest easy at night. Nope, no catch. My hotel is completely free from administrative influence, so you can rest assured that you'll be actually getting the best value for your credits. Well, almost every business in Neon is subject to ridiculous fees and taxes. They claim that it's because Neon occupies such a prime location, having close proximity to Ryujin and all of the other megacorporations. But I think you and I both know that's not true at all. No miracle, just some good old-fashioned ingenuity. But that's a story for another time. So, can I book you a room for the night? To tell you the truth, not really. And that's one of the consequences with the arrangement between Administrator Bayu and myself. He won't hassle me, but there's nothing I can do about my guests being hassled. The last tenant I had was arrested for spitting on the street. As you can imagine, business is not exactly booming. Luckily, I have more than enough capital to cover my expenses, but it still sucks. You mean the stuff Bayu leaves out of the brochures? Don't mind at all. Oh, you noticed that little thing? Yeah, that's Bayu's crown jewel. First of all, you have the Astral Lounge, flowing with aurora, attracting every tourist within light years of Volai. Then you have exorbitantly priced offices for every megacorp, besides Ryujin, with Xenofresh Fisheries square at the top. And like the cherry at the top of his ego sundae, Bayu's got his private penthouse. I don't even want to think about what goes on up there. Neon has 4 main districts. The ones where Bayu wants you to spend your credits are Bayu Plaza and Ikuchi Market. Those are the glitzy parts of town. Bayu Plaza is the section outside my doors, from the trade tower to the spaceport. Ikuchi Market runs from the Starport Terminal to Ryujin Tower. Not quite as glamorous as the plaza, but still expensive. Then there's Upside, running the perimeter of the upper platform. Probably not the best spot for tourists. Finally, you have the Underbelly, the working class's domain under our feet. Not much down there, but industry and a few random shops. Most of the Underbelly is taken up by Xenofresh and Generdyne's facilities, but there are a few hidden gems you might want to check out. Actually, I'd recommend checking out Off-World Eats. Cosmos and Lee run that place. They're a couple of great guys. No, I don't think so. Upside's filled with a few decent clubs, like Madame Salvage's place and Euphorica. You should check them out. Just watch your back. It's gang territory, which means Neon security tends to ignore what goes on in there. Sounds good. Let me know if you need anything else. Maybe after you've rented a room for a few nights, I might let you in on my secret. For now, it'll just have to remain a mystery. Sorry. I just need some time to see if I can trust you. I'm sure you understand. Oh, how nice! His daughter must be feeling very generous to be sending him something like that. Mr. Ovadia is in his room on the 3rd floor. I'll buzz him and let him know you're on your way.
Your safety is almost guaranteed. So go out, have your fun, live your best life. We'll be here when you're ready. The Hotel Volai. Sleep with us.
Careful screwing with the security around here. These idiots aren't quite as honest as the Freestar Rangers.
Well, let's make this quick. Red Harvest Reserve, huh? I assume this is from my daughter. Well, she knows how to get my attention. So what then? You're working with her? She thinks this will be enough to smooth things over between us? Of course it was. I should have not been so blind. You have no idea what you're doing. You need to tell me where she is this instant. My own daughter assaults me in my own home, steals my personal spacecraft, then runs off to who knows where. Now you think a friendly little chat is going to smooth it all over and make things better? How foolish do you think I am? Belinda. Oh, I miss her. No. You're right. She would be disgusted with who I've become. I've been dishonoring her memory with my actions. My daughter knows me well. Maybe she is serious about this. She would really put her own life at risk due to me? She puts me in a difficult position. She needs to face consequences. Yet, I do not wish her to die. Thanks. I'm still collecting my thoughts. I suppose I've overreacted. She was young, and while foolish, she is still my daughter. And Rivka is all I have left of my wife. I would do her a disservice to incriminate her daughter like that. She told you about that. I'm not proud of it. I've wrestled with it ever since my wife died. I have been a terrible father. It will be up to Rivka how she wants me to make amends, and I will do whatever it takes. If she wants money, she'll get it. If she wants me to go to therapy, I will. Whatever it takes. I promise. Yes, of course. Understood. I will drop the charges against her immediately. I will call off the bounty hunters. Anything for you to leave me be. Please, just go.
There's no need for that. I'm sure Natan understands what we've told him.
beds are comfortable and affordable, and with a crime rating of only 16%, your safety is almost guaranteed. So go out, have your fun, live your best life. We'll be here when you're ready.
I don't like you.
The hotel will run. Sleep. It's us.
Got a point there.
Reliant
I want one of that.
It's time for treatment. Right.
Welcome, Off-Worlder.
It's a dangerous galaxy. But here, you'll enter a world unlike any other in the settled system. We have everything you need for all your daily adventures, from the most
Considered
to the
ineffective,
death
even
free.
essential television.
Seeing hard enough,
Some of the
you
settled
don't
systems
have anything.
You need to move some merch. This is the place. Yeah? Buying, selling, or moving. Alright, smartass, let's cut the bullshit. You either walked into the TA to buy some goods, sell some goods, or have some liberated goods taken off your hands for a reasonable price. So, instead of wasting my time making me explain how the business world works, let's get a move on. Getting caught? By who? Neon Security doesn't give a crap, and the Freestar Rangers here are a joke. Look, let's stop playing games. We both know what I'm talking about. And what'll it be? Hey, I'm not here to rattle any cages. We get along just fine. As long as I stay out of their business, they stay out of mine. On the rare occasion that I've run into something that's red hot, Ranger Price swings by as a follow-up, we put our heads together and figure it out. It's never really been a problem. You can ask him if you like. If you got the money, or the goods. Yeah. done here. Time to move on.
Interesting. This district certainly provides evidence that Ryujin's influence has spread from their tower and out into the city.
Please rephrase.
Maybe
What
if
don't
I
you
move to the
understand,
Valley
Styx?
Hotel,
Crime
that
happens
won't cut
because
me
the
off.
people in charge let it happen.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
Yeah, you're sorry. You're always goddamn sorry. Try actually doing something about it for once. Need a weapon? Maybe some ammo? If you're here to buy, take a look around the shop. Just keep your hands where I can see them. Oh, I don't know. Stuff things in your pocket and run. Rob me at gunpoint. Shoot me in the head. I've survived on Neon far too long to take any chances. My store, my rules. If you don't like it, talk to Styx. He runs our, complaints department. See that giant Model A right over there? Yeah, that Styx. And if I were you, I wouldn't get on his bad side. He has a very short temper. That's more like it. You know, I'm sick and tired of people coming in here and treating Styx like he's some kind of sideshow exhibit. I mean, look at that graffiti they sprayed onto his chassis. If I could find the asshole who did that, I'd make him pay for the paint removal. I know you'll be surprised, but thanks to my sparkling personality, I don't exactly have the easiest time making friends. That means I spend a lot of time talking to Styx, and Model A robots, they're not really programmed for casual conversation. The net result is I end up talking to a machine and looking like I'm out of my mind. Hell, maybe I am. It's no big secret. I lost it fighting on the Freestar side during the Colony War. I was a ground pounder. Slogged it out in the trenches with the troops. And did pretty well, too. Until an EM weapon took out our transport. They pulled me out of the wreckage, but the damage was done. Honestly, I consider myself lucky. Most of the other soldiers died in the crash. I knew a guy a few years ago who ran up a hell of a tab with me. Now, I'm talking thousands of credits, but at least he'd make regular payments. One day the payments stopped, so I tracked him down. Found out he got mixed up with an Aurora dealer and fell from the upper platform. Since I had a legit claim, the city awarded me his property, which amounted to the contents of a storage container. Guess what I found inside? Took me a few months to scrounge up the parts, but I'd say I did a pretty decent job getting Styx up and running. You'd do that? Huh. Okay. Maybe I misjudged you. Look, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that I'm not the most popular guy on the block, and that suits me fine. But this person took it too far, made it personal. I'm not about to let some delinquent hassle the only friend that I have. I appreciate the offer, but it isn't about the money. The lowlife that did this to my buddy calls himself Warlord. You can probably find him somewhere near Euphorica. Scare the crap out of this punk, and it'll teach all the Ebside lunatics that nobody messes with me and the Styx. Warlord's one of the disciples, one of Neon's street gangs that claims it owns Ebside. A few years back, the gang tried to break in here and rob my place, but Styx put one of them down and sent another to Reliant on a stretcher. He and his buddies have been harassing me ever since, mostly by scaring away my customers and stealing my deliveries. Warlord still swears he'll get even with me, and he came pretty damn close when he somehow managed to disable Styx and sprayed him with paint. It feels like it's only a matter of time before he gets past Styx, and I'm done for. You're in luck. Just got some of the latest hardware. Styx, how's this month looking?
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
I'm asking for the sales report.
Understood. Current data shows revenue has decreased 13.7%.
Yeah, so business sucks. Tell me something I don't know, Styx.
Affirmative. The word nurdle refers to a blob of toothpaste placed on the bristles of a toothbrush.
No, Styx, I didn't mean to literally tell me... Nah, forget it. Good talk.
There's got to be a megacorp that'll hire someone like me.
Making a fortune if they'd let us fish for chasm bass.
If I have to eat fish for dinner one more time, I think I'm going to lose it.
So what do you say? Are you ready to feel euphorica?
I spent way too serious.
Should stick to the main plaza, unless you like getting soaked by the rain.
Okay, let's settle this once and for all. Velocity or Chimera?
You kidding? Chimera, all day. Why do you think I'm here?
I don't know. Chimera's nice, but Velocity, that will get you hammered.
See, you just proved my point. Down your third velocity, and you're out cold. By the third Chimera, you're floating on frickin' Cloud 9. I don't know about you, but that's where I'd rather be.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Where the hell did Micah learn to mix a drink like that anyway?
Well, let's face it, some people are just gifted.
I'm watching you. I like to spray. Sometimes with paint, other times with bullets.
Care for another.
It's been a rough...
You like art?
If you're in need of some extra relaxation today.
Then you should see the tag job on the robot at Neon Tacticals. My best work.
Wish I could, but I can't swing that.
Are you in a gang? You sound like a middle-aged bank teller. Yeah, I'm in a gang. The Disciples. Maybe you've heard of them. Euphoric is home for people like us. And by people like us, I mean killers, thugs, and thieves. Now, I haven't killed anyone in a while, but that just means I'm due. Only when I have a knife in my hand. The rest of the time, I just paint. That Cyclops should be thanking me. I dressed up his toy real nice, gave him a total makeover. He's lucky that's all I did after what that thing did to my crew. We tried to rob his store and reload our crew. That's when his little toy unloaded on us. Lost some good disciples in that group. If anything, that freak should be paying me. I thought it was pretty clever. If I trashed it, it'd sting for a bit, but he'd get over it. So I took a can of spray paint and put my tag on it. Now, every time that Cyclops opens up that eye, he's gonna see my art on his buddy. Yeah, I do. And I'll make art out of your guts if you step out of line. And what makes you think I will? True. Don't want to fight a war on two fronts. Damn, you're annoying. Yeah, it's hard to predict Crazy. You never know what he might do. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. All right. The Cyclops is one thing, but I know better than to mess with you. Besides, that Model A shredded my gun arm. I can't aim straight, let alone paint. Here, you give this to that freak and tell him we're even. Get lost, off-worlder. No funny business.
I like coming here. It lets me forget everything else for a bit.
I'll just have a beer for now.
Of course. Please enjoy.
Rather be doing this than getting mixed up with the gangs.
Please rephrase.
Good work. I hope you made him squirm. No, that's exactly how you send a message. Still, I won't argue with results. Thanks. Styx is gonna get a new paint job, a coat of wax, the works. He's gonna look brand new. Oh, and here, for your trouble. The other day, Styx, I met a miner from Kazal.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
Oh, yeah. I didn't get her either.
Housing
Not
here
at first.
is so expensive.
But then I
Pretty soon
realized-
I'm gonna...
Let Ryujin Industries help you get
For all your daily adventures, from the mundane to the death-defying space. The perfect marriage at you. Here at Starfield. You know the power of harmony.
While we're here, you might want to stay away from the edge of the upper platform.
You said you
It's a
wanted
long
to
way
buy
down.
something nice for your girlfriend, so here we are.
Do you think I've suddenly inherited a fortune? This place is way out of my price range.
Hey, you're the one that told me she has expensive tastes.
We sell only the finest goods
Expensive.
for the discerning
And then
customer.
there's the Emporium.
Are you sure you're in the right place? You certainly don't look like one of our usual
If you
clientele.
find something, I'll help you out, okay?
I cater to the high-end client. Affluent, intelligent, and successful. In Neon, that would be what we call the upper 10%. My apologies, then. Please forgive my disrespect. We have quite a few, shall we say, thugs that find their way into my establishment and create a disturbance. In fact, there's a particular Seoka member who calls himself Headlock, who repeatedly torments me by damaging my goods. The Seoka Syndicate, of course. I'm surprised you haven't run into any of them. They're a group of organized criminals who use threats and violence to push their own agenda. And honest people like me tend to suffer the consequences. They're based out of Neon, but no one is certain who runs the syndicate. Could be anyone. You mean kill him? Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't know how. I've never been terribly good at that sort of thing.
You don't seriously expect this person to go and pick a fight with a gang?
Anyway, I've already taken up too much of your valuable time. Was there anything else I could help you with? Oh, I carry all sorts of unique items from across the settled systems. Luxury products for the discerning buyer. I'm not one to boast, but my shop won me my position as Administrator Bayou's personal decorator. His penthouse is my pièce de résistance. Before I forget, I also pay top credits to travelers that bring me unique baubles and trinkets, so keep your eyes open as you explore the spaceways. Oh my goodness, that's such a relief. You have no idea. Thank you for accepting my offer. Headlock's quite a dangerous gentleman. I believe you can find him hanging out somewhere in Epside near Frankie's Grab and Go. No one knows. Seoka are sleek, well-dressed mobsters. They aren't low-life gang members. Why they choose to hang out at a run-down little convenience store like that is beyond me. Whatever it takes. Just don't go getting yourself killed on my behalf. Anyway, that's really all I know. Head back here when you've taken care of the situation. Good luck. I believe he's a newer member of Seoka. They pulled him up out of one of the street gangs that crawl through our sewers. If you're wondering how I know about that, he boasts about it every time he comes in here. He's quite a large gentleman. I believe you can find him roaming the street somewhere in Epside near Frankie's Grab and Go. Look, if he somehow disappeared, you'd be doing everyone in Neon a favor. No one would miss him, no one would care. Oh yes, absolutely. Please visit us again if you're in the market for luxury items.
Look, man, have a heart. I can't pay right now, but I'll spot you next time, okay?
Do I look like an idiot? Tell me, do I have a sign that says idiot taped to my back?
No.
I know what you've been wasting your money on. Damn junkies. You pay the posted price, or you don't get anything at all. I'm running a business here. I don't give handouts.
Okay. Jeez, sorry.
Take it easy. You good?
Significant amount of data stolen.
Stay safe, buddy. Whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna do you a favor. Head back to Bayou Plaza before the disciples get you. A gang. Worst gang there is. They'll stab you for kicks, taking bets on how long you squeal before you bleed out. And that's not a hyper whatchamacallit. They seriously did that. Poor Ted. We gotta look out for each other, right? Us crate rats used to think the Epside strikers were awful, with all the muggings and shakedowns, but now that they're on the ropes, kinda wish they weren't just holed up in Madame Sauvage's. Streets are getting bad. Real bad. I mean, yeah, they'll rob you blind, but at least they let you live. They're bad news, but compared to disciples, positive angels. Well, you'll find them at Madame Sauvage's. They're always holding auditions, as they call it. Looking for new blood. So, for being so helpful, a chance for a donation. Come on, might be saving my life. What with the disciples and all. Have a heart. Hey, thanks. Look, I mean it. Go back to the plaza. Ain't nothing but shit and misery over here.
Word The Borealis. You know the DJ? Well, she's moping around because she lost something important.
I have some sleep crate units available for rent, but someone like you, trust me, you can do better.
If you need something fixed, put in an order with Central Services.
Oh, you're a paying customer.
Life is too long.
You lost, kiddo? Sure. I just don't get too many quality customers here. Most folks head over to Newell's or the Emporium if they've got the creds. I'd say less than half my customers are legit. The others are just kids up to no good. Sounds like something a thief would say. I had some high hopes for this shop back when my husband and I opened it a while back. These days, if you ain't a regular, you're usually trouble. Course, something happened. Ain't that always the case? Let's just say those hopes died a long time ago, and there ain't no reviving them. Snacks, drinks, odds and ends, typical convenience store fare. Thought we'd snag a few of the Astro Lounge clubgoers who might want something to go on their way home. Turns out we were more appealing to the local gangs. And live in a UC? No thanks. Besides, I ain't about to let a few undesirables chase me away from what I've built here. I may not be on the main strip, but I make enough to keep me afloat. Lucky for me, my regulars are a devoted crew. Mostly tied up in those good-for-nothing gangs. Those disciples and strikers always fighting over who gets to run the place, and not giving a damn over whose lives they ruin. Solomon thought a small convenience store with cheaper prices would make a killing. Of course, the only killing made was when he got himself shot in a robbery. Now it's just me running this place, so you can see why I'm not a huge fan of strangers in my shop. Never heard of them. Now, are you gonna buy something or just annoy me all day? How am I supposed to know where he is? This isn't getting us anywhere. There's nothing to talk about. I've already made myself clear. That's probably true. You just won't give up, will you? Yeah, I know Headlock can't stand them. And I heard some of the other Sioka can't either. That boy doesn't know how to keep himself out of trouble. What'd he do this time? He's a customer. You're not here to interrogate me, so let's get back on track. Well, if any place should be terrorized, it may as well be the Emporium. In any case, if you're so desperate to find him, he and his friends are probably hanging out in Warehouse 4, somewhere near there. I gotta ask, what are you gonna do with him? I have no affection for him whatsoever. He's a good-for-nothing thug, and a boastful one at that. I wouldn't mind seeing him get smacked around and put in his place. But that doesn't mean I think he should be killed. That's one way to punish him. You'll just bore him to death. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a business to get back to. If you aren't gonna buy anything, you better run along. Until next time.
Up to the star, and we were so close I could feel the heat from the sun. Bursts, and that's when they said the words, "Will you marry me?"
We're here. You better stay off the Aurora. You don't want that drug scrambling your brains.
Around here all day, right? You want the stuff or not?
I'm still interested, but you're asking almost double the going rate.
What? You think this stuff falls from the sky?
Look, I've bought Aurora on the street before, and I've never paid this much.
Still cheaper than buying it at the Astra Lounge. Now, this is the last time I'm gonna ask. Then I'm walking away. Do you want this stuff or not?
Fine, fine. I'll transfer the credits and you can leave it in the usual place. I really need to stop hanging out in Upside.
I don't know what you think you heard, but maybe you should get your hearing checked.
You don't have places like this in Aquila, that's for sure.
What are you looking at? This? This is Ebside Striker's turf.
Only the upstairs. Don't bother my customers.
Fine, upstairs. That's gang territory, got it? This is such bullshit. Yeah, used to be people were afraid of the Strikers. We had a name, got it? Now the disciples got us penned up in this lousy bar.
Andrea!
Fine, fine, fine. This beautiful establishment. Do you have anything else, or are we done with this? Whatever this is. I mean, the Strikers will rob you blind, and if you back us in a corner, you're gonna bleed. But the disciples? Pfft, total nutjob animals. They torture people for kicks. And the only people that kept them from getting out of control? Us. And now we're all but ruined. We were one of the big dogs. We could take what we wanted and no one gave us shit. And Briggs? Total class act. Not a psycho like the disciples. Now look at us. So you stroll in here and want to meet with Briggs? The nerve. Maybe you should meet with the business end of my shiv, huh, tourist?
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm this close to tossing the lot of you out on the street.
Fine, fine already. You're lucky. Only way you see Briggs is if you, want to join the Ebside Strikers. Oh, nothing. Joining us now is great. People are banging down our door to go down with this ship. You know, I'll just do that. Right now. This ought to be good. Sure, let's go meet the boss.
I am zoned out of my mind right now.
What's up? says they might want to join.
A recruit? Been a while.
I know, right? Savage says we can't go killing people around here anymore.
We shouldn't be doing that anyhow. You want to join us? We're a gang. You understand that, right? Not some daring adventure bullshit you can brag to your friends about. We steal, we mug, we kill, if we have to. People that come to us have usually run out of options. So are you really interested? There was a time when we were the only ones that kept those psychos in line, but I'll get to that. Let me tell you about us. What makes the Strikers different is we're family. It's us against every goddamn thing the world can throw at us. If you're in, we'll go through hell and back for you.
It's been a little too much of that hell going round.
Vogel, not the time. We do everything we can to make sure everyone's got a roof overhead and fish in their belly. I prefer we fleece the marks, not kill them. Better for everyone in the long run. But you do what you gotta do. Ebside is where all the loser and sad stories end up once Neon and Administrator Bayou has used them up. Surviving here ain't easy. Sometimes blood's got to flow just to get food based on your plate. But we only take what we have to. I really can't say I blame you. Andrea, let them in if they change their minds.
We should make sure we're well supplied for the trip to Cassiopeia.
I don't suppose you've reconsidered. We could use some new blood. Not so fast. I gotta get to know you first. What would you bring to the Strikers? Very useful. I like it. Done anything special? Something that might impress us? You realize you're trying to impress a gang, right? Not some sort of hookup? Alright, you got powers. Sounds special. I'm not sure what your game is, but if you really want to join, there's a test. You're going up against the Disciples. Everyone in Ebside's been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Some people snap, and snap hard. The Disciples are maniacs, pure and simple. The test is to find out who has been arming those nutjobs with military-grade hardware. We're fully in alignment there.
I can't understand this sudden urge to join the Strikers gang. I can think of about 100 better ways you could be spending your time.
There's a warehouse they use. One of our friends said there's a slate there that has the info we need.
Oh, that's my job. I was going to go in and make them pay.
You want it? Too bad, Vogel. You go in there, and it's a bloodbath. I want someone that can snatch it from them. Ideally with them never even knowing it happened. Consider this your audition. Try not to get killed, new fish.
I can't believe you're actually going to do this.
Focus on that.
Can I get you something?
James Newell better watch his back. He's causing problems. No percentage in causing problems in Neon.
There are a ton of distractions in Neon, so I expect you to be on your best behavior here.
Nothing beats getting zoned in the members' lounge.
Big mistake.
Time to bleed! Get in there now! Help me! Get out while you still can! I'm done! Everyone for themselves!
Didn't even work.
Bad I can't squeeze the Aurora from this fish.
Stay away from Ebside. The locals there don't exactly appreciate the tourists.
Don't break a leg.
If the disciples spot you, they're gonna attack straight away.
because it's an audition. Whatever.
Madame Sauvage is a serious player in Ebside. For previous favors rendered, she's protecting us, and even the disciples won't go against her. But we take one step outside, and all bets are off. I had another life, but I lost it all, taken from me. Vogel and I were cast out on the street. We couldn't find work after months. Things got dark. So crime was the only option. We picked up misfits and unfortunates from there, but all of them fighters, willing to do anything it takes. The disciples have got the numbers, they've got the guns. What we have left are the diehards. But we are a family. We genuinely care about each other and have each other's back. So, we may be down, but we are not beaten. So, stealth was a no-go, but... shit. You took all of them out. The strikers can use that. So you're in. Everyone thinks the Ebside strikers are out for the count. But now that we know where the disciples are getting their guns, I feel the tide is turning. Trying to score points with the boss. Smart play, new fish. You might want to say hello to the rest of the gang. They should be friendlier, or I'll make them friendlier. After you take some deserved R&R, hit up Hatchet for any gear you may need, and a job I got in mind for you.
First rule of strikers is take what you need to survive.
The streets will devour any who don't respect them. Huh. So you survived. Andrea thought Briggs wanted you dead, so he sent you away. Andrea was wrong. Andrea has lost more than any of us. She used to be a pilot, had a ship, a life, everything. Now she walks the hard road of staying clean. Leaves her in a bad mood, pretty much always. Andrea does what she has to. Respect that. Everyone is hard because they have to be. These streets and alleys are all I know. They chew up the weak, they leave them broken or dead in the gutters. So don't be weak. Oh yes, every day a different struggle. To stay alive, to stay good in the head. But the strikers and Briggs took me in, gave me a family. I will do anything to protect them. And I mean anything. Oh, you are focused. Good. So the job is, we let the streets know the strikers are back. We have signs that indicate our turf. Hacking the signs is easy. Getting to them or fighting any disciples there, that is the challenge. Briggs said he prefers no blood. But I say, make the disciples bleed at every chance. Briggs will be pleased. But if you need things, I can hook you up. I make sure the strikers have what they need. Good luck.
I hope you aren't here to cause any trouble.
Oh, it smells horrible down here. Oh, how can these workers stand the smell of rotten fish and goodness knows what else?
What I don't sell, ends up in trawl.
Yeah, I know this place stinks.
We flew up to the star. We were so close I could feel the heat from the sunburst. That's when they said the words.
What have we here? Decided to drop by on Neon and do a little vandalism, huh? There's a steep fine for that. Zero tolerance. Tell you what, you pay the fine now, and I'll let you off with a warning. Or things are going to get messy. Maybe. But as soon as you started putting up a striker gang sign, that crosses the line. Maybe this doesn't have to get out of hand. Yeah, I hope so. Maybe we can work something out. Easy, easy. Let's see if there's another way out of this. Fine. Just get out of here.
Security's got its eyes on Saburo Akadipo. That guy's trouble for the status quo, if you know what I mean.
Sounds like a bad idea to me.
This is gonna end badly for you. Hey, that... It's not fair. Let's do this. See if they've got any weapons or ammo. Looks like we're in the clear.
we're here, you might want to stay away from the edge of the upper platform. It's a long way down.
Astro Lounge. This place is where it's at.
You've really kicked the hornet's nest. Good. Andrea's running point on grabbing the gun stash. I need you and Vogel to keep the disciples off balance.
So we're finally doing this?
It's time, Vogel. The gloves are off. Both of you, keep the collateral damage down if you can. But it's do or die. Then today's your lucky day.
I generally don't condone bloodshed, but anything we can do to rid this city of that vermin will be a pleasure.
You two coordinate whatever you need to. I have a request. I know this is asking a lot. Newell's Goods has some armor. Not mil-spec ranger gear or anything, but better than the cast-off clothes the strikers wear. So if you could, well, spring for some armor upgrades, maybe convince Newell to sell it to us. All the strikers owe you big time. Any credits it costs, I promise we'll pay you back, with interest. Now's the time for the strikers to make a comeback.
Bring this!
What can I get you today?
If we want to find a place to stay while we're here, I've heard that the Hotel Voli is top-notch.
Do I have business with you or something? And who do we have here? You here for business, or to get your head caved in? Is that so? I'm not just some low-life thug anymore. I'm with the Sioka now. You mess with me, you'll mess with the whole syndicate, and that won't end well for you. The Ebbside Strikers. I ran with them for a good long while, but then it just became embarrassing. I couldn't even feed myself when I was with them. I clawed myself out of the gutter, and Sioka took notice. My talents were being squandered with the Strikers. I was too good for them. Tread carefully, then. The Sioka isn't something you want to be messing with. So go on, hotshot. Give me a reason why I should leave Tevin and his shitty little store alone. Go on, enlighten me. But don't waste my time. Looking over your shoulder in neon can get old. sure. There may be some better uses of my time. Looking over your shoulder in neon can get old. Kills me to say this, but I see your point. Fine. We won't go around to the Emporium any longer. Whatever. Next time, I might not be so nice.
While we're here, you better stay off the Aurora. You don't want that drug scrambling your brains.
How are you holding up?
Catherine Lucian keeps demanding we look into her husband's murder. Yeah, right. Hysterical old broad.
Madame Sauvage's place.
Yeah?
Newell's Goods. We have everything.
Welcome to Newell's. If you're looking for any specific goods, Rosa and I guarantee we'll beat Sieghart's lousy selection every time. Rosa Newell is my wife. We own this place together. Sieghart's Outfitters? Oh, come on. You don't have to pretend you haven't been to his poor excuse for a store off of Bayou Plaza. Oh, I don't have a problem with his place. My problem is Siegert himself. That man has absolutely no respect for the business community on Neon. He skips merchant meetings and refuses to participate in any of our group buys. Worst of all, he pays off Neon's security to keep his place safe. By standing up to the lowlifes who come in here expecting me to just hand over all of my money, I refuse to be run out of business or be forced to pay protection. A lot of the merchants in Neon belong to a small merchants alliance. It's nothing formal. It's just a bunch of us getting together to air our grievances and watch each other's backs. Yeah, sure. If all you care about is yourself. Every payment Siegert makes validates Neon Security's corruption. He's setting a bad precedent that many merchants are forced to follow. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little intense about these things. If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around, I'm sure you'll find something you might want to buy. I'd say the majority of the guards are rotten, and the few who aren't simply take a paycheck and look the other way. They have Neon completely under their control. The Freestar Collective's own security doesn't even maintain a presence here. If it wasn't for the Freestar Rangers outpost, there wouldn't be a shred of justice in this entire city. I arrived in Neon almost, 20 years ago? I had gotten a job at Xenofresh through a friend and started working on the loading docks. After a few years, they moved me up to Kazanbass processing, and that's where I met Rosa for the first time. She was my supervisor, but we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit Xenofresh, get married, and start our own business. We've been in love ever since. Oh, dear Lord. Did Briggs put you up to this? All these gangs are a menace. I don't want to have any part of it. Because they're bottom-feeding parasites. They steal and murder, and security couldn't care less. Us businessmen have to draw a line somewhere, and this is mine. Really? That's a lot of credits. All right, already, all right. You pay and I'll send Briggs his armor. But this is a one-time deal. I don't want anything to do with this madness after that. That's not a discount. That's robbery. Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point. Fine, fine. You can have your discount if you just stop your yapping. I'll get the armor over to Madame Sauvage. We're done. I hope to God helping the strikers doesn't come back to haunt us. Oh. Okay. Yeah. That'd be extremely helpful. I honestly don't know what to say. Yes, of course. On behalf of Rosa and I, thank you. Just be careful when you're dealing with Sigurd. He can be surprisingly unreasonable when he's cornered. The first time I brought up the subject, we got into a huge argument. Sigurd said he had every intention of paying Neon security and that it was final. After that, I tried to speak to him a few times, but he's always been too busy to spend the time to sit down and have a decent conversation. It's obvious he has no intentions of talking to me anymore. I honestly don't know what I did to make him so angry with me. Sure, have a look. I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I don't think they even knew what planet they were on.
They're just...
Oh yeah? His Majesty decided to come down from his throne and walk amongst us peasants? What did he want?
He said he wanted to personally thank us for our contributions to the city and hopes for our continued support. I'm sorry.
Our contributions? Those taxes we pay are a sham, so he can line his ivory trade tower with another layer of gold. Makes me sick.
We should make sure we're well supplied, dropping off a few choice items. Next stop, Cassiopeia, I assume.
Welcome to Newell's. Let me know if you need help with anything. Oh my, do I? That's awful. I should be taking better care of my customers. You'll have to excuse me. With all the ruckus my husband's been making at the Merchant Alliance meetings, it's difficult to get any rest. Poor old man has himself mixed up in a foolish crusade against Dietrich Sieghart, who he's angry at for paying off Neon security. He runs Sieghart's Outfitters. It's right outside the spaceport terminal. I suppose you could say he's our only real competition. If you ask me, he isn't such a terrible person. Please don't tell James I said that. For protection, I assume. They apparently target certain businesses with some type of safety assurance fee scheme. We've been spared that indignity so far. But it's absolutely disgraceful this kind of thing is happening. It's a little group James formed, with some of the other vendors on Neon. I'd call it more of a support group, because all they do is sit around and complain about how hard it is to run a business here. I don't believe he is, no. I think my husband has Dietrich all wrong. He's probably doing what he has to do to survive. Just, please don't tell James I said that. I don't want him to think his own wife is doubting him. It's just a feeling that I have about Dietrich. I'm sure he's paying off Neon security because he has no choice. He can't afford to fight back like my husband expects. I have no idea. Anytime the subject comes up, it turns into an argument. Frankly, he's so obsessed with this Dietrich situation, I don't think he's listening to me at all. Well, thank you. I can't remember the last time a total stranger walked into our store and offered to help. It would be so lovely to see my James happy again. He used to smile at me all the time, you know. Now all I see is worry on his face. I suppose you can speak with him about it if you like. But perhaps you'd like to browse our store a bit before you do? Oh, he'll be so upset for me telling you this. But it's such a funny story. I can't resist. James and I used to work on the Chasm Bass line at Xenofresh. We didn't do any of the Aurora extraction, just dealt with the leftovers. I was a supervisor on the line, and when the alarm went up that it had been stopped, I investigated. I find James inside a storage vat, up to his shoulders in stinky fish guts and blind as a bat. The gut got in his eyes, you see. I had to walk him to the showers, strip his work clothes, and hose him down. When he saw me standing there, he turned bright red. After the shift ended, we went out for a Terra brew and talked. A year later, we were married. Better times. Better times. Dietrich is actually quite a lovely man, though lately he's been under a lot of pressure, which has made him rather bitter. When we first opened our business here in Akuchi Market, he was actually very helpful. Offered us advice. Didn't treat us like competition at all. I'm sorry, I just don't believe Dietrich is doing anything wrong paying off Neon security. We all do what we have to do to survive in this wretched city. Unfortunately, my husband is convinced that fighting City Hall is the way to solve all of Neon's problems. I think he's wrong. Stop by again soon.
Don't even bother with that other place. Nope. Will's Goods. We have everything you could possibly want.
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply to have everything you cover all incredible.
Clover over at Kelcourt? She's too good for Neon. Sounds like she's trying to help someone or something. Honestly, I kind of tune her out.
Rarefied air above the scum and
We're going to be visiting the Astral Land while we're here. I mean, that's a given, right?
Yeah. Headlock will destroy our shops if he isn't taken care of soon. Oh my. Now that is a true relief. I thought I would never be rid of him. I'm not one to get involved with the rabble, so I'm glad you came along when you did. Thank you for your help. It was good to have you in my shop. Farewell.
You want to head to Euphorica after work tonight?
Nah, I'm feeling a little burnt out. I think I need a break.
How about hitting up the rooftops and watching lightning hit the span?
You know, that actually sounds like a good idea.
Great. I'll bring the blend, you bring the chunks.
It's a date. I just really need a mental break.
If you ever want to get away from the crowds, the rooftops are always a good option.
I have plenty of supplies for your next expedition in stock. Welcome to Zighart's Outfitters. Everything you need to explore the settled systems. If I don't have it, you don't need it. The question should really be, what don't we sell? We carry a wide assortment of equipment perfectly suitable for stellar exploration and extraplanetary excursions. Best selection in Neon. An artifact? Are you making this up? Well, like I said, if I don't have it, you don't need it. But I have a lot of other things you need. I've spent years perfecting my business by polling customers, measuring sales, and carefully adjusting my inventory to cater to just about everyone. So take your time, look around, ask me questions. You won't be disappointed. Thank you for noticing. I have a lot of overhead in this place, and just between you and me, I am up to my eyeballs in debt. This is a prime spot, right next to the spaceport terminal, but the bills and the rent here are astronomical. Oh, yes, absolutely. It can be off-putting, I know. I picked up the habit from my mother. She was an extraordinary woman, made friends instantly wherever she traveled. Wise as well. If she was still alive, she would have told me to move my shop and cease paying these exorbitant fees. You'd think that was the case, but I promise you, I budgeted for everything. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details of my business all day. You're here to shop. So why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper like myself and buy something? I've been at this location for the last 8 years, but I've had a business in Neon for almost 20. As soon as Ryujin broke ground on the tower, I knew the city would start swarming with people, so I went all in. I love this business. It's my life. I can't imagine doing anything else. Yes, I'm aware of James's objections. That's partly why I don't go to the meetings. But if I don't pay Dexler, I'll lose my business. And what good would joining the Alliance do then? So, really, I don't have a choice here. If they want to fight Neon security, they can. But I need to protect my livelihood. It's fine in theory, but this isn't New Atlantis. It's Neon. Corruption is an institution here. What can a single alliance do to stop what's built into the foundation? I don't want to seem like a defeatist, but frankly, it feels like a waste of time. Owen Dexler is head of Neon Security, but he is less concerned with crime than he is siphoning money from honest businesses. But it's not just him. All of Neon is corrupt. The only way to survive is to give in to their demands. Easy for him to say, he doesn't have my debts. If I don't pay Dexler, I might lose my inventory. And if I lose my inventory, I'll lose my store. And why is that? Rosa said that? I remember when her and James first started. They were very green. It was a different time. Okay, you've convinced me. I will stop paying Dexler his safety assurance fee. And tell the Newells I will come to the next meeting. Maybe I will even bring some beverages and snacks. You can't stand up to Neon security on an empty stomach. Don't worry, I'll stop making the payments to Drexler immediately. You won't find a better selection anywhere else.
We should make sure we're well... If you have any gear you want me to haul... Next stop, Cassiopeia, I assume.
Be careful. Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow. Submit your application.
Got those two.
I hope to God helping the strikers doesn't come back to haunt us. Well, I'll be. And all you had to do was... talk to him? I reckon I should have. This whole time I've been so angry at Sigurd for making those payments. I never bothered to ask him why.
What did I tell you? You assume the worst in people and you'll make it so.
I knew when I told you so was coming, but I guess I deserve it. Thanks for your help on this. The Merchants Alliance is finally united. I don't know if we'll ever get a fair shake in the city, but it's a start. I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I don't think they even knew what planet they were on.
They're just kids having fun, James.
Don't kid yourself, Rosa. Aurora isn't fun. It's a poison, and it needs to be taken off the streets.
James, please, it's not just the Aurora. It's Administrator Bayou. As long as he's in charge, the city will just get worse and worse.
Duels Goods has a full line of equipment and... accessories for all your hectic needs.
Submit your application now at the nearest kiosk. Dangerous galaxy. But here at Reliance.
Live your best life. We'll be here when you're ready.
Ever look in the mirror and wish you could see another version of you? Now is the time to enhance your life. Here at Enhance.
Don't go causing trouble.
Careful screwing with the security around here. These idiots aren't quite as honest as the Free Star Rangers.
I have to take my entire load of alcohol back to New Atlantis?
That's right. Every damn crate.
All right, let's cut the crap. This is because I refused to pay Bayou's ridiculous tariff on my goods, right?
I don't make the rules, lady. Just take your junk, load it back on your ship, and get the hell out of here.
If I don't deliver these goods, I'm going to lose thousands on this job.
Not my problem. Better get moving.
I
Nothing
can't
to see
believe I'm
here.
going to
Move
be out
along.
thousands of credits. This could ruin me.
No. Hey, wait. You were there? When those security assholes nabbed me. Please, have a heart. You need to help me. Am I guilty? No. I mean, yes, yeah, I'm hypothetically involved in Aurora smuggling. but who isn't, right? What's going on here is about more than some bullshit charges. Thank you. Oh God. I gotta admit, I'm freaking out here. I've lost my job. I've lost my creds, and if I don't square things with Yannick Legrand, I'll lose everything else. Everything. Yannick is expecting a package. A really not so legal package. If you deliver it to him, he'll know I'm loyal. Don't worry, Yannick's loaded. He'll take care of you. I, don't. But you are my last and really only chance. Oh man, you must still got space dust between your ears. Yannick Legrand's got the best booze and refreshments outside of the Astral Lounge. And unlike Astral, it's priced for real people, not just corporate heels. And he's the maker of blends, so he's the man. In a kind of punch-your-face sort of way. You are a regular lifesaver. You're solid. My crate's on Block 02 in Ebside. My authentication code is Alpha 3 Kilo 4. Just tell the manager and she'll key you in. The package is there, everything accounted for. Just take that to Yannick and hopefully this damn nightmare will be over.
I heard there's shortages over at Reliant Medical. Not great. Doc Manning better get his act together before the place shuts down.
Stay out of trouble or we'll have a problem.
Unique, original, you're like neon.
I have some sleep crate units available for rent, but someone like you, trust me. Sleep crates for rent. It's tight, but it's home. If you're struggling, sleep crates are the budget accommodation choice of Neon. It's tight, it's got a smell that's an acquired taste. If you're in the market for a sleep crate, they sadly sell themselves because they're very, very cheap. That they do. It's the families that really get me. And when those families can no longer even afford a sleep crate, well, that's just my favorite part of the job. You have the proper authorization code, and I'll let you into any place you like. I might even throw in a thank you. You look like the type that might appreciate it. More of an observation. Not much to do around here, except clean up after people that have partied too hard and drink. Don't get much of a chance to talk to the respectable type. I got it. And authentication is all green. Look for C153. Before you go, I'm going out on a limb here and assuming your account's more flush than my usual clientele. I've got some evicted crates set up to go to the dump. Might be full of week old Cazambas, or it could have the original Miguel Rafael Bailamos. Only one way to find out. A brilliant piece of art. It celebrates when the colonists first broke ground on Polvo. The vids make it look stunning, all done in charcoal from the embers of their first fire. Well, so the story goes. Nice to be able to use my art history degree for once. Pro tip, when your parents say there ain't no use for a degree, they aren't lying. In art school, I heard a rumor that Raphael's son sold Bailamos to some UC magnate. The fire was a cover-up. Imagining a piece of Freestar history in some Deimos Corporation boardroom? Wars have started for less. Man, it's nice to talk about something real. You've made my day. You're welcome? That's what you say back, right?
Quick piece of advice. We hear the name Benjamin Bale, and we should duck the other way. Fast.
You think he finally regrets disappearing on you all those years ago?
No. I think he finally ran out of credits.
No wonder you're stocking up.
If all he wants is credits, he's gonna be out of luck.
Yeah? You need something? If you're here for blend, I just had a new batch come in last night. Did you even bother to look at the shop's name before you stumbled in here? Legrand's Liquors? No? Okay, let me help you out then. So I'm Legrand, that's me, and I sell liquor. You know, the stuff that gets you drunk? Here I thought the name would explain it all. Then you gotta be new in Neon, because it's only the most popular drink in the city. You should try one. I guarantee that once you taste it, you'll be hooked. No mystery, the name says it all. Look, I don't have time for chit-chat. I've got a lot of business to take care of, so if you don't mind hurrying this along, that'd be great. As soon as word gets out Blend is back in stock, it's going to be a stampede. What are you, the nosy type? Why do you care? But if you must know, business is good. It's always good. Blend is a local phenomenon. It gets people in the door. So are you going to buy any, or are you just gonna talk my ear off? No, are you crazy? I've got a captive audience here. Business is booming. Blend is part of the Neon charm. It's iconic. Not to mention that Blend's mix of special ingredients can only be found here. Probably because you can't buy it anywhere else except at my shop. And I mean anywhere. As in the entire settled systems. It's got a special blend of secret ingredients that you can only find in Neon. But what? No, I don't care about any of your damn secrets. Wait, do you really think I'm that stupid? Let's get one thing straight. The recipe for blend dies with me, and there's nothing anyone can do or say that will make me change my mind. If that's a letdown for you, then all I can say is, you better get used to disappointment. Probably because you can't buy it anywhere else except at my shop. And I mean anywhere. As in the entire settled systems. It's got a special blend of secret ingredients that you can only find in Neon. Hey, if you're going to throw money at me, who am I to keep secrets, right? The primary ingredient in blend is Aurora. The rest is the same crap you'd find inside a few liquor bottles. And a touch of sugar to wash it all down. There. Now that you're savvy to the main ingredient, you don't need to be yapping about it in public. Understood? For your information, the distribution of Aurora anywhere except the Astro Lounge is illegal. Off the books, that shit flows like water around the city. Oh, yeah, right. You're with Nesher. I see the family resemblance. You're practically twins. I know he got pinched. So if you are some undercover Neon security goon here to shake me down, beat it. Yannick's no one's mark. Well, Nesher wouldn't work with it. Huh, unless he had no choice. What is this about? Oh, really? Huh, fascinating. So Nesher came through. Might be he's less crappy than I gave him credit. Who am I kidding? He's a bottom feeder. But when all the good fish get gobbled up by corporations, sickly minnows are all that's left. Take the creds. I am known far and wide for my generosity. Ask anyone. Yes. He is loyal. Loyalty will be rewarded. You look like talent. Serious talent. And no one knows you. Yes. You are looking at the one and only maker of Yannick's blend. It's potent. It's good. And has a jackhammer of a kick. The kick is the problem. But you may be a solution. I'm thinking a new, cleaner, smarter operation. With you working for me. You deliver the package for our good friend Neshar, you get things done, and I just got a feeling about you. Plus need to act fast before everything goes to hell. Ah, and smart. I like you. Blend needs Aurora, yes? And Aurora is totally illegal outside of the Astro Lounge. And really illegal off-world. If the Rangers catch you with Aurora on a ship, oh boy, that's a long time in the clink. And if the great Benjamin Bayou finds out you're selling it on the streets, even bigger trouble. But so far, I have outsmarted them all. And together, we can keep making loads of credits and making a fool of the great man Bayou at the same time. This man thinks he owns Neon, The only player on the board. But he is too good to look in the gutters where the real people live. So Yannick can carve out his own kingdom and screw Bale. Now you do. So I have a proposal, yes? Nesher's worthless to me now. Loyal, yes, but he'll be watched from now on. Useless. And my other employee, Felix Sadler, makes Nesher look like a genius. I think it is time Felix Sadler takes a vacation. Permanent. Off-world. Or maybe he tragically falls into the ocean, I don't care which. But you deal with him, and you become very valuable to Yannick. Felix. Felix is a mess. Samples too much of his own wares, understand? He's been getting worse, and a danger to the whole operation. Best if he just goes away. It is called delegation. You make the right call, yes?
As long as our hands don't get too dirty, I suppose we can help out this Yannick character.
Felix sacks up in some dingy warehouse in Ebside. You will find him there.
There are a ton of distractions in Neon, so I expect you to be on your best behavior here.
Me while I go. Not worth dying for this shit. Come on.
This can't be happening!
You were awesome! Did you see yourself? Those Seoka Syndicate freaks had no chance! Yannick came through! That asshole rescued his boy! Tell him I won't forget, we are tight! Like I have any goddamn idea? But they'll regret messing with Yannick, yeah?
I cannot be hearing you right. Off-world? Just pack up and go? No, that can't be right. I mean, Yannick's screwed without me. We had big plans. Big! Tell you what, screw Yannick. I hope the Syndicate string him up and execute the bastard. And screw you too. Yeah! Oh, I feel so honored to know you and how you're saving me from my own damn life. You expect me to just... I mean, after what you did to all the... All right! Sheesh. I'm leaving. Tell Yannick I'll miss him. Or maybe not.
Find anything useful?
You're out there a lot, right?
Space?
Hey there.
You deal with Felix yet? I'm sure it was a great pleasure. Shit. Shit! No, I do not. But I will find out. Not happily. Not many options. He does not hold up a candle to you. You get results. Like me. Well, hopefully not too much like me, right? So, now, new business plan. Where I am the boss and you are my capable and well-rewarded underling, yeah? Yannick's blend is running low. Soon there will be angry customer, and that's bad for business. What we need is Aurora, and there's only one place to get that. Xenofresh Fisheries. Nasher worked there and had a secret contact, even secret from me, his good friend, who supplied the Aurora. He said he wanted to protect them, that it was safer if no one knew. No matter how I pressed him, he'd clam up. Very frustrating. Maybe. No longer important. So, it is time for you to become a productive member of society and get a job at Xenofresh. And here are some superb and very legitimate credentials. And your new name is... Riley Chernyshevsky. Nice to meet you, Riley. So you apply there to work in production. Oh, you know how to make amp, yes? Simple recipe. They expect applicants to know basic chemistry. Amp is steroid. Very strong, very powerful. Legal, for the moment. Nishar said one of the interview questions is about this course they will. Only the best for my junior, very junior partner. Actually, associate. More like an associate, yes, that's better. Use the research station over there and analyze these. I'm sure you'll figure it out from there. So you need to put on your best suit, Riley, and make a good impression. Nishar's contact should be looking for someone like you. So find them. Then we line up more Aurora and profits will flow. Ah, here for some blend? Can't blame you. Best drink in the settled systems.
No, not today. Just picking up some beers.
Oh. Well, suit yourself. Your loss.
Take it easy.
I gotta tell you, man, Land is the best. Come on. Your secret's safe with me. What are the secret ingredients, huh?
Glad you like it, but there's no way I'm telling you how it's made. So much of a secret if I go around telling.
Oh, come on. It's not that big of a deal, right? Now, just tell me.
Don't push your luck. Ingredients will stay a goddamn secret. Now leave me alone. Soon the Aurora will flow again.
Thirsty? Of course you